Now you have generated the payslip. You have let's say uploaded the gyro file. It is processed. The next step should be generate the CPF file to contribute to CPF. Contributing to CPF is actually quite easy. So you select the entity, and then you move on to um, okay. Um, if you have any CPF penalty, you can put over here. If you have any foreign worker levy, you can put over here. And if you have any foreign worker levy penalty, you can put over here. Now you are seeing few options over here in this section. I'm going to elaborate, but you don't have to memorize it because very seldomly we use these options. Generally, each entity has its own CPF contribution file, and normally they have only one, unless they have PTE versions over here. So I believe I did speak about this. So this PTE is normally one, and this is linked to the UEN number. But some companies have different PTE codes. That is actually set in the employee profile. So I'm going to show you from here. Uh, okay, right here. So if by default it is set, you don't have to do anything. But if you have multiple versions, you can have 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, whatever the PTE number you want to generate for. In that case, you will have to generate one copy for each PTE code. I will set PTE 2, and then I will say do this, okay, PTES number. Then only it will generate a different copy than a usual default. If you will use the default, it will put all the employees under Carbonate demo, regardless what their regardless the difference of the PTE numbers under one file. But if you will apply this filter, this will only look for people who have PTE number 2 set in their employment details. And then you will just simply generate. So there you can generate multiple companies CPF contribution files under one company, but that happens if you have let's say same CPF contribution to a contributing company, but you are just segregating them under some group of let's say how should I give you an example? Let's say there is a parent company which is paying all the CPF contribution, but for the sake of segregation or grouping them, you are calling them under this entity, and or that entity. The difference of entity is just created for the sake of identification, but the CPF contribution is done by the, let's say, holding company. In that case, you can add all the other entities under the holding company, and you can generate one CPF file. Normally, taking a step back, normally you don't have to do anything. Okay, you just have to select the company over here, select the month over here, and just go ahead and generate it. Now if you have selected month of or the month that you haven't generated the pay slips of, the system will give you an error. Okay, you have to generate the pay slips first before you generate the CPF file. It is giving an error. NRIC and all these things are missing for these employees. Please fill those up before you generate the CPF file. Don't ignore this. I'm going to ignore this because I have kept this for showcase reason. Okay, I'm going to generate the CPF submission file. Now again, you're not supposed to open this. You're not supposed to try reading it because this won't make any sense to you, right? But and as soon as you have opened it up, it is actually useless now. So you should be generating a fresh copy. I'm showing it to you just for curiosity how it looks like. If you have opened it up by mistake, you close it, you delete it, and then you generate a fresh copy before you upload into your CPF portal.